2.
Blast off!
Welcome back.
To another episode.
Oh, why are we doing this?
I don't know, bro. Stop this.
Stop.
Hey,
I don't like it.
we're back to Snail Podcast. Let's get hit in the mouth. But listen, we have a guest.
It's Gavin.
Yo,
Gavin.
Hey, Gavin.
Hey guys, what's up?
How's it going?
It's pretty good.
Good.
Pretty good. Yeah.
I'm surprised
Cool.
you booped yourself.
Yeah.
He
Tyler?
booped that.
That's
Snoop.
like the second time.
You'd think you'd figure it out.
Boop the
Hey,
Snoop.
man, this one's fucking wants to fight. So listen. We got Gavin. All right. Anyways, next
Check.
topic. No, just kidding.
Check.
So why do we got Gavin, Cody? There's something you were telling me that was pretty cool.
So Gavin hosts his own podcast.
I help
that-
host it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Co-host.
I co-host podcasts.
Shameless plug, go.
It's called the Camcast. It's for Cam Automag,
Okay.
and we are an online publication for all things cars. Cam actually is an acronym for Cars and Modification.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
I didn't
they-
know that. I
they've
thought
been
it was somebody's
around.
name.
They've been around a minute. They've been around for like almost 10 years now, I want to say.
Holy crap.
Wow.
Yeah, I got affiliated with Michael Chandler, who's one of the co-founders, in 2014, and then they started doing a podcast in 2016. They did a handful of episodes, and then they asked me on as a guest, and then I kind of just stuck around. So
Just kept it going. Did you kick out the other? Did one of them leave? Or
no,
two guys?
no, I was just an addition.
And then it was like you became the third. Okay.
Yeah,
That's sick. So what you guys mainly discuss like
car news,
Okay.
car things that are going on in our lives. A lot when the season kicks off, we'll be talking a lot about like
Shows.
local racing
Okay.
and stuff, and
Oh,
shows
shit.
like we'll be at ISS. We'll
Yeah.
try to make it to more like local cars and coffees and stuff.
Yeah.
I also host and put together a lot of things for the Park City Car Club.
Okay, yeah. I know that.
Yeah, and so like we do cars and coffee up like once a month up there,
That's so cool.
and then what I do is actually I host the drives. We also do the
cruises.
cruises that we do once a month. So I organize like where we're going. We gotta visit a restaurant en route because these cruises take like 3 or 4 hours at least.
Yeah.
So like we'll meet up at like 9, and like for one of them we'll drive like up to Evanston.
Jeez.
And then like
done those,
get like Don Pedro's up there, and then take
Yeah.
Mirror Lake Highway down.
You guys get fireworks and shit? I mean,
Fireworks.
you guys don't
I'm
get
not
fireworks,
gonna
right?
say if we do or if we don't. I'm gonna
you
let
get-
your imagination run with that one.
Sure.
Sure.
Gas stations with the higher point beers.
Right?
Yes.
You're a savage.
Yeah. Exactly that.
That's so crazy. That's a lot of work, like planning work that goes into it. So you have to know like all the routes. You have to know
Yeah,
the
and
scenery.
what's helped. So by profession, I do video work for a company called Integrated Engineering. We're a local. Yeah, I'm actually repping the sweat.
Hey, that's
Oh
what-
shit, son. Yeah. I'm not
Sorry.
gonna hit the mic.
That's
Okay.
cool.
Dope. I didn't know you were.
Is that the
you're-
place by my gym? Iron Ground?
No.
No.
You're thinking Envision.
Oh, okay. My bad. Same.
He's on.
We're just off state in
Okay.
21st South.
I swear. Oh, Michael's car has that logo.
Uh-huh.
Bam. Put it together.
You know Michael
Ye-
lives here.
Michael Rogers.
Yeah.
Oh, word. I was just editing photos of his car from last year. Today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I
funny.
wish he took more photos of his car. His car is so.
He doesn't care.
No, he doesn't care. I know you. I know.
Oh yeah, well
I
that's
know.
the funny thing about like automotive photography is like you have to cater to like the
Yes.
owner's ego. It'd be like,
Yes.
here, you want this photo of your car that you want everyone to see in this location, and yada yada yada. And that goes into like reviews and stuff too. It's another thing I do on the side. Like I live and breathe cars right now,
Yeah.
and I
Jeez.
have for the last while.
So what car do you drive?
This
This
is great.
is actually going to be a little interesting thing. Currently, I'm driving a Swagon
Oh, tight.
2016 Nissan Sentra.
Okay.
Super
You
Swagon.
got plot twist.
Plot twist. Dun, dun, dun.
And that's currently because my car's in the body shop right now.
Oh, sweet.
My car is a 2005 Subaru Outback XT.
It's cool.
So it's actually kind of
Almost
like
over.
to a lot like commenters. It's like you drive an Outback, you're a car guy. Like
Yeah.
where's the disconnect? There's a disconnect here. But when that car came out, actually it took the motor from the WRX at the time,
Oh,
and so it's a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder turbocharged
Jesus Christ.
in a wagon.
Just a little car. What the
cool.
fuck?
It's like-
Yeah.
Like the classic like wagon Outback style. Like,
Yeah.
You see it and you're like, oh, it's just an Outback.
But it does have a hood scoop on it, which is nice.
oh yeah,
That's
Uh,
cool.
you got to get forced induction.
Oh fuck yeah, dude! That non-functional scoop.
Yeah, exactly. Because there's no top mount, right?
That's great.
There is a top mount actually. Yeah,
Okay. So it's functional.
it is functional, kind of. Yeah. But yeah, so that's in the shop right now because I walked out to my car one morning after it snowed, and I live on a little hill, and some lady in a Camry just like understeered, locked up the brakes, and just
damn.
there's and as of today actually, so I got my estimate from her insurance company. She left her info and stuff on the
Well,
car.
that's nice.
It's-
Wow.
Oh wow.
What a blessing.
My luck
huh?
even
My
read it like,
God.
fuck you. God damn it.
It's a note and it says I owe you. Yeah, shit.
Shit, man. God damn it.
Yeah, so
But you live on Capitol like area, like a
I
nice
live
area.
on Capitol Hill area. It was funny. So that happened the first week I moved in. So it's like, welcome to the neighborhood. Here's a car.
Bam, bam.
Do you live up like where I used to live with Kenzie?
Where'd you used to live,
Okay,
Mackenzie?
so there's Capitol Hill, legit, like that goes up to the Capitol, and there's the hill behind Capitol Hill.
I live on Capitol Hill. I live
The
like
one
so
that's,
State
going
Street.
Upstate.
I'm just off State Street
Oh, okay.
and like 200 north or so.
I don't know
Oh,
where that
okay.
is, but that's cool.
Yeah, it's literally fucking.
It's like you.
Okay,
it's
so
like
you-
you pass North Temple, like where State Street like
And
merges.
then it has like the big.
Yeah, north of that, and then
Yeah.
like where State Street like merges into one lane,
Yeah.
and
you
then
have to
it's
go up
just
the
like
hill.
right up in that hood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's like the park right there.
Yeah, there's
Is that
Memory
where
Park.
Steve is at? The guy who gives hand jobs? I'm just joking.
No.
My bad.
No.
I
Tyler.
have no idea
Hey,
what
man.
you're talking about.
Wrong street.
He's all, no, I didn't see him last night.
no.
At 9 p.m. No.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I just moved up in there, and then like we got a big ass snowstorm, and then I got hit, and then yeah, so like my car's covered in like 6 to 8 inches of snow, and like there's this huge like really soft dent in the driver's side rear door because I was just parked on the street, and so because of how the cars were designed, they have the normal paint and they have like this plastic cladding
Yeah.
as well, that second tone, and
Like
so that
the B6s, like the old days.
yeah, and so that shattered.
Yeah, that sucks.
And so I go out to the car. I'm like, this is not going to be good. It's not going to be cheap. If her insurance company claims it, and so they
Is there
claim
metal behind it?
What?
Sorry. Is there metal behind it?
Like
normal door?
Yeah,
And there's just the plastic that
yeah.
goes
So
over
it's
it?
just it's just like plastic that just mounts onto the existing door.
Okay.
And like that part of the door was also bent a bit. So there's like all sorts of fuckery that was had on the car, and then they claim liability, but there's like a bunch of back and forth between like getting the car inspected because they have to have like their own person like inspect it and take photos and like write a claim,
Yep.
or write like a check out. And so like they wrote a check for $1,400.
Okay.
I was like, I think this is
Is that enough?
the right amount.
Is that more?
So here's the thing.
Okay.
I go
Insurance fraud. You know
so
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
so I take the car to the body shop. There's actually a body shop attached to the dealership that we bought the car from.
Okay.
And Nate Wade.
Okay. Yeah.
And so they have their own body shop. And so I took it to them. And they're like, yeah, so it's going to cost us like $500.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Cash out.
So I'm going to like pocket like the
Yeah.
900.
Yeah. You cash out.
And I have a better door now than I did before because there's like a little bit of like just wear and tear just like on like the
Yeah, the
some of the
sides,
cladding
like
and
the
like the
edges.
side protection on the door.
Yeah.
And so it's a better door. I'm pocketing money,
Mm-hmm.
and I
you're
get
up.
and I get to beat on someone else's car for a few
Bro,
days.
you're winning.
You're up.
That's like,
man.
and like the guy at the body shop is like, we never see this.
Right.
Like, this
So cool.
never happens.
Hey, bro, you got the best of luck. You should go to Vegas right now.
Whoa.
Dude, I'm the luckiest motherfucker I know when it comes to driving and like cars
Really?
and shit. Yeah,
Fuck.
You
yeah.
had some horror stories?
Do you want to hear some?
Yup.
I fucking got some. Okay, so.
All
It's been a few years, so I feel like I can talk about this.
Okay.
So
Just no names.
Yeah, no.
I'll drop some names. It's okay. if
No,
I
no,
drop
no,
them.
Not first and last, just first.
First.
Okay, I'll drop.
don't say
I'll drop
last.
first names. So there's a show called Everyday Driver.
Okay.
They're on YouTube.
Yeah.
We've made films together. They have some episodes actually on Velocity now.
Oh, Velocity Network.
Yeah, and so these guys have been on YouTube for just about the last 10 years.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Doing things.
Yeah, and so they do car reviews, and they have been based out of LA, but they actually now reside in Park City, both
Oh,
co-hosts. Yeah, and
I
so
had no idea.
and they've been on Matt Farah's podcast, like they're friends with him and shit. And so I don't know if
Farah.
Matt Farah.
Who is that?
He is another YouTube auto journalist. He's been around for the last about decade, and
This guy's been around for a minute.
yeah, he's been around a while.
Was YouTube around back then? It was just MySpace.
Hey, YouTube.
YouTube was back. Yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
YouTube started like
In
05
MySpace
or
days?
something. 05, I think, is when
That was a
YouTube
good
started.
minute.
Like very first started.
I used to watch YouTube in 7th grade and shit. Smosh.
Dude, Smosh. Fuck
Wow.
yeah.
They're like the first original, like,
Yeah.
you know,
Or like Ray William Johnson back in the
yeah,
day, like Equals 3 and
those
shit.
guys.
I didn't know
Yeah.
who that was.
OGs.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
OG YouTubers.
Yeah.
And so anyway, Matt, he has this. They're calling it the $1 Million Mile Lexus because he bought it at like 913,000 miles.
Oh, wow.
This LS 400,
How old? What year?
like a 98 or something.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
Yeah, it's a lot
miles.
of fucking miles for like not that old.
Yeah.
And so they thought it'd be hilarious if they did a test
And
of.
still driving?
Oh yeah, like
Wow.
like a top, dude.
Fuck. What
And
car is
so-
this?
A Lexus LS.
God.
It's
That's your next vehicle.
For real?
Fucking bang boat, dude.
Million
It's
miles?
those things are rad. And so they thought it'd be a grand idea to test it out at the track at UMC.
Oh, wow.
Or at the time, it was
Just
Miller
right off the
Motorsports.
fucking thing. Let's try it. Let's see if it blows up.
Yeah, well, like they can only get up to like 80, like on the track. It was like, come on.
Yeah.
And so we do our shoot. We actually went in after hours at the track because we knew somebody.
Sick.
And so did our shooting. Everything went well. I had to stop in Tooele and get some gas before getting dinner with the hosts and one of the track guys in Salt Lake.
Mm-hmm.
And so they took off. I went to get gas, and I thought, like, my car can do pretty well on the freeway,
Yeah.
like top end wise. Like I could probably catch them, honestly.
Right.
And so I get gas, I do my thing, I get on the freeway, and I'm cooking. You think I can get away with telling numbers and speeds and stuff?
You're going fast.
Yeah.
I was going
We don't have listeners, let's be honest.
double the speed limit.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, shit.
AK $120.
I was
530.
well, so I found out my car can top out at around 140.
Oh, okay.
So and I was cruising, and then I come back down to about 110 or so.
Yeah.
Still cruising.
You know what? That was crazy. I only went 100 miles per hour once in my life.
Are you serious?
That's because I was like, oh, I did it. Okay, let's slow the fuck down. What the hell's wrong?
I have a thing, and I did this a lot more when I lived and worked between Park City and Salt Lake.
Yeah.
Where I would
long,
do
the canyon drive.
the daily triple,
Yeah.
where it's just like every day.
Really?
Yeah, it's easy. It's easy on that road.
Oh, okay.
That's better. You got the canyon too.
There's like
Go down
long,
the canyon that
there's like
fast?
straightaways, and I have
Yeah,
enough
wow.
power to make it happen really quickly.
Yeah.
And so, I slowed down to about at the end of that. I slowed down to about 90 or so, just chilling on I-80, and I see this silver Camry that's following me, and I'm like, I don't necessarily want them to report me to the cops.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want them calling me in, so I'll like see if I can like get around some cars and stuff.
Right, right.
And so I weave a little bit, and I end up cutting off a semi, which was a little that's less than ideal.
It's like, all right, we're
Been
called
there.
motherfucker for sure.
Been there, done it.
And
yeah.
so after that, I see just below the ceiling berries and cherries.
Oh wow, that's what you
Shit.
call 'em.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
That's a good one.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Blueberries.
just
Say po
Raspberries.
50 in my hood. No,
yeah, yeah, exactly.
shit.
This silver unmarked brand fucking new Camry
Wow.
pulls my ass over.
Oh shit.
I get off on like 7th East or so on I-80,
Yeah.
on the off ramp, and this gentleman was not too pleased with me in my behavior,
Right.
and he comes up to me. He's like, "You know how fast you were going, right?"
Yeah,
I was
that was
like-
broken.
And I was like, "Yes."
Oh shit.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Would you mind telling me how fast you're going?" I said, "I plead the fifth."
Oh no, you did not.
I did.
Some real white people.
That's
stuff,
some
right?
white people. I love
Yeah,
this. What
yeah.
else? Yeah.
I
Tell
said,
me more.
I said,
Yo, what?
and this is the kind of tone I had. I said, "I plead my Fifth Amendment right,
Yeah.
sir."
Yeah.
And he's like,
What do you say?
"Okay." Just to let you
My
know,
goodness.
just to let you know, I had to get to 135 just to catch you.
Holy shit.
I'm like,
Yeah, but we slowed down a little bit right back.
Is that is it because that's reckless endangerment?
well, I guess it is at that point.
That's
But
pretty.
yeah,
That's pretty.
and part of me wanted to just come back with like, I'm shocked that you could go that fast
No,
because
the
there's a
Camry's really
Camry.
fast.
It's like they're not fast
If I
cars.
said that, I get my ass whooped. Get the fuck out the car.
Oh, I would have been.
Oh,
Oh,
bitch, you ain't got no rights.
I would have been. If I said that, he would have pulled me out by my collar and
Yeah.
thrown me on the hood probably.
fuck.
Yeah. So
He's like, get the fuck out the car.
yeah, get out the car.
Piece of shit. You
so-
see a cop just beat someone's ass. Holy fuck. It's real.
So
So yeah,
he's not happy, and he's like, all right, license registration, and I'm just like freaking out because like
holy shit,
I don't want to let down like my boss
Yeah.
of the show,
Yeah.
and like
trying to get you to a
I
dinner.
know I'm gonna be late already, and so I sent him some text or whatever. I'm like, I'm definitely gonna be late for dinner. I don't know if I'll even make dinner. He's like, why is this? I'm like, I got pulled over going really fucking fast.
At that point, you get some cool points, though, right?
I mean, with him, with the other host, no.
Yeah.
With him, like not like cool points, but he kind of gets it. He kind of understands a little bit more.
Because it's all car based. So like,
It's all car related,
doing fun
yeah.
stuff,
But
like-
he's also a little more crazy. Like I've gotten a lot of inspiration from him,
Yeah.
and so, as he's like running numbers and shit, a highway patrolman pulls behind him. So I'm like, this can't be good.
Yeah, they double up on you.
Yeah, exactly. And
This guy pleaded his fifth to him.
this motherfucker.
Can he do this?
Is this even a thing? Can you do? So,
No, you won't believe what this fucking guy just said to me.
Come over here.
the fucking brass this guy
We
has.
both gonna beat his ass now.
sorry.
No, all good.
We go on
And
tangents.
so, yeah, both of them walk back up to me. He's like, all right, so the reason why I'm not going to arrest you right now, like throw your ass in jail, is because I'm going home.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Because this is like 7:30 in like a July evening. It's like,
Oh, okay.
yeah, he's like, he's done.
Yeah, whatever.
He's like, I was actually on my way home. So what I'm going to do, and because we don't know how fast you're going,
Oh fuck.
is because I'm gonna have this highway patrolman write you a citation for reckless driving because of your 3 infractions within X amount of time.
Right.
So that was it.
Do you get tickets, Gavin?
God, dog. How
You a
fast?
ticket
Hey
getter.
man, slow it down.
Hey man.
Fuck.
This was
about to go to jail for this shit.
this was almost 3 years ago.
Yeah.
This one.
Oh, okay.
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
Not to say I haven't gotten speeding tickets since then,
Right.
but,
Damn it.
but they haven't.
damn
They
it.
How many
haven't
points
been.
you got?
They haven't gotten. They weren't 140, and so I contacted the court. They said max bail at that time was set for like $600 or something, $650. I got a good judge, and I went to traffic school, and he knocked it down to 300.
Yeah.
So, considering I could have gone to jail,
Hey man, you about to get felonies for doing what? For going real fast.
yeah.
If you ain't first, you're last. Ricky Bobby.
Yeah. Yes. So
Shit, that's some crazy
yeah,
shit.
that's a story I like to tell from time to time.
That's cool. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's good. What got you into cars though?
My dad. A lot of times I hear it happens with dads. Sometimes I've heard it's happened with like
You got a
moms or
dad?
uncles.
Yeah, cool. Sorry.
My
We
dad.
don't talk about dads on this podcast.
My dad was into Porsche 911s
Oh, that's
when I was a
sweet.
kid.
Good car, yeah.
Yeah, and he bought he's had a couple older ones back when they were still cheap.
Yeah.
Like as you, Cody's a car guy. Like you've seen air-cooled 911s and how they've gone up in value.
Trust me, I want one, and I can't find one for like.
My dream is to like be married, have a dog, and take the dog and the wife and go up the canyon in like an air-cooled 911
Yeah.
with like rock a Rolex. Like that's like
You just fucking
like
Chamberlaining, bro.
what?
You Chamberlaining?
Yes.
So dumb.
Just like
yeah.
for those who don't know, Chamberlaining is a thing.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's the watch on the steering. It's the watch in the hand on
A
the steering
buddy of
wheel.
ours, his last name is Chamberlain.
Okay.
Scott Michael Chamberlain. He does alignments and shit up in Layton,
Yeah.
and he's in the
Like
car
full
scene.
track alignments and stuff.
Yeah, full on. And he started doing a thing, and we started coining it in the Park City Car Club
Yeah.
because he would keep on posting photos of like his commute home, and it would show his speedometer, his watch that he was wearing, and like on like 12 o'clock,
Okay.
and it'd show like him like tailgating somebody.
Yeah.
Tailgating the
Gotcha.
shit out of someone and like complaining about it on the internet, doing like he would show like 76 miles an hour in the left
Right.
lane or something.
What
So-
slow is this? Dude, that's a speed limit, bro. Calm down.
yeah, right.
What is this bullshit?
Fucking
Scott's
regular,
also
man.
crazy. He's fucking nuts.
hilarious.
He actually races out at the track.
Hmm.
I've actually driven his E36 a number of times, and so that's what Chamberlain is. But yeah, like that's the dream.
All right.
That's just that.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But what got me into cars is like I liked cars like when for my dad's first 911 he had was a 78 Targa. It was brown.
Oh.
It was like chocolate brown, like milk chocolate brown. And it was a Targa, so like the half roof would come off.
Mhm. Just
And
on
like
the side.
he got that when I was like 8. So like the gears hadn't like quite started to turn on like how cool this could be.
Yeah.
And then he had that for like a year, sold it, and then bought an 89 911. And that was the first time they had all-wheel drive, ABS, cruise. They had cruise control before.
For him thinking it was like, you know what? It's got ABS. This is smarter for the family.
And it's got 4-wheel drive, so you can drive it year round.
Yeah.
It's funny because he did have it with summer tires on, and drove it in the snow once, and that got dicey.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's scary.
He just drove from our house, which was in Silver Springs,
Okay.
up to the canyons,
Oh.
and like just in North Shore, just like super dicey, just like
I think just slipping and sliding.
yeah, because all the weight's in the back,
Mhm.
and you have shit tires for the conditions. So, but that car is the car that got me into cars because I was a little older. He sold it when I was 11, so it's just a couple more years. And
So it was a 9/11, and you were 11. Conspiracies. Dun, 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 dun.
Illuminati confirmed.
Yeah.
What year? What month did he sell it?
Yeah.
September?
We
Dun, dun,
actually,
dun, dun,
well,
dun.
okay. Funny enough, the car that I drive now, not the Sentra,
Right, your actual car.
my actual car, we bought it on September 11th, 2004. I remember the day.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's
Wow.
wild.
yeah.
3 years earlier.
I
That's
know.
having a
Well,
good time.
I saw that.
man.
Like I remember seeing the day. I was like, it's 3 years since 9/11, and we're driving back from the dealership. This is interesting. Yeah. So, my dad had that for a few years, and then sold it in 2004. And that car was, I mean, it had an exhaust on it, so it sounded like throatier, more rumbly,
Yeah.
and it also had bumper installed radar. So it had
Back
radar.
in like, what, 96, 97?
Well, I don't know when it was actually installed because that car was in '89.
I know. Oh, he got it like that already.
Yeah, he got it with exhaust
with
on it
that,
and
oh.
the radar, and I think that was all that was done to the car,
Baller move.
right? And like it had like these 4 lights like in the dash. The 4 lights were like poking out of the dash. Yeah, just like that.
Shocker.
Shocker.
Brought to you
This is the
by-
regular finger, guys.
Yeah. Oh, my bad.
I can't do it with my left hand.
You ever given
you
the
have to think
fucking-
about it.
Just
The
this.
Star Trek?
Ooh.
Yeah.
I prefer the twister.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
my
Jesus.
God. I can't even do that with my
It's
fingers.
the Florida twister. Okay.
Shit.
Damn,
Okay,
son.
Katrina coming at you.
Sorry.
Oh, Jesus. George Bush doesn't like black people.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, black people. That's some weird, kinky shit.
Bring the
huh?
flood.
Yeah,
Wrong blood.
Make America great. Just fucking
Oh,
stupid
Jesus
slogans.
Christ.
Yeah, that's so funny.
That's awful.
Why don't we do that?
I don't know.
Sorry.
Because we fucking not get sex at all if we did some shit like that. Like, what the fuck you doing?
You'd like grow your virginity back.
Right? Like, you're
You
done.
know how people get reborn? Yeah, I did
Yeah.
that without any religion.
Yeah, that's funny.
That's crazy. So yeah, I didn't have a dad, and I didn't. And I didn't have that person to get me in the car.
That's so funny.
But my mom had a
A sweet Jeep, bro.
no. Hold on, it was a Ford Probe. The Ford Probe.
Mom had a I mean, like those
Before
were like
that-
kind of sleek.
Yeah, they were okay.
Yeah.
Right? They were like the American version of the 240.
But front wheel drive
And
still.
Yeah. Bad version, right?
Yeah. I mean, it
Um,
was, a domestic product in the 90s. It's like nothing was good.
But it had a turbo.
Oh, okay.
It was a GT, bro.
Damn, son.
Damn.
So that's what got you into cars?
That, and she was always into Mustangs.
Okay, that'll do it.
Yeah, and so like her first car was a 67
Oh, word.
fastback,
Ooh, yes.
and she had it for maybe a year and a half, if I remember,
Yeah.
and she had to sell it because she had kids, and she's like, I can't afford this anymore.
Mm.
So I was there.
You fucked it up.
I fucked it up because I was a surprise, right? And then
Okay.
she got the Probe, and then it was kind of like she had that for a while, and then her friend had it's like a 95. Stop with that. What is that? The eyebrow wave?
Hey, bro, that's tight.
You can do that.
You
with
the
both
Rock
your eyebrows?
cousin?
Yeah, man.
Hey,
What?
you the Rock's cousin?
That's a good.
I'm,
one.
I'm his like white lanky cousin.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. So this is new to me. You got LASIK.
I did.
Oh shit!
How was it?
It's a fucking trip.
Seeing some laser go in your eye.
You got to be awake for that
Fuck
shit.
you.
You're awake. You're high as fuck.
Oh shit, that's tight.
Not like as fuck, but like they give you Valium.
Right.
Damn.
Valium is.
So you're just fucking. You're cool with everything.
I was cool with everything. Yes.
Hey, you want to touch my
Damn.
toes? All right.
Did you feel like Superman for like a minute?
little
Fucking
bit, yeah.
shooting laser
Yeah.
in your eyes. My bad. That's pretty sick. Right?
Yeah. So I had like really fucking bad vision for like all my life. I
Really?
had like -5.
I don't know what
Yeah.
that means, but
It's like
It's
take
not
a
good.
camera lens and just go all the way out of focus.
oh fuck.
And that was me without glasses.
Oh.
Yeah, I actually had prescription sunglasses for a second that were like that thick,
Yeah,
like
when I
around
put on
the edges.
Kenzie's glasses,
Good lord.
I haven't seen how thick her glasses are. I guess.
so she's like, I think she's more than -5.
Really?
Okay.
I'm pretty sure she's like
I would call that blind as fuck.
-6 in one eye and then like -8 in the other,
Jesus.
or something like that. She's
Because
fucked
like
up.
I was around -5, I think like -5.25 and like -4.75 in the other one.
Yeah.
So LASIK just cured all that shit.
Yeah,
Wow, dude.
yeah. And so what I had to do, and what they tell you, well, so there's a couple things that you don't really think about before getting into LASIK.
Yeah.
The first thing is you kind of have to do eye drops like forever,
constantly.
like constantly. Like I actually,
You got them on you.
I'm packing.
Rotos or what?
No, Rotos I think would be too strong. Honestly,
Probably.
Why did you do eye drops? Because your eyes just get fucking.
they
dry?
get hella dry really fast, and like they when they cut into your cornea, they like.
You packing, bro?
I'm packing, dude.
Hey,
Look at
bro.
this. Look at this shit.
Oh, that's prescription eye drops.
No.
Oh shit.
What is this shit?
This is just a little
that
drops.
chlorine?
Yeah, right.
Let's see some of those.
Yeah, for-
No, you can buy these at Smith's. I get them at Costco in like 100-pack vials or whatever.
oh shit.
Yeah,
Fuck $1.
for like $20.
He's all for
Okay.
68 cents.
It's like
God damn.
for
Yeah.
like $25. You get
Yeah.
like 100 vials or whatever.
And so they just pop on. What,
So-
are they like any name brand? Like, do you prefer these over like Clear Eyes or something? Like, why do you?
No,
do
this is
these?
just what the doctor recommended.
Oh, okay. So you know
okay.
that shit.
Yeah,
Comes in
this is
bundle packs?
basically as basic as possible. Like, you know,
'Cause you gotta take it easy,
wears
right?
Uggs and drinks pumpkin spice.
So you just barely got
Where's
LASIK?
Uggs and pumpkin spice lattes?
Oh, sick.
Yeah, it's that basic. I got this back in April.
Okay.
The 100 pack.
Almost a
or
year.
LASIK?
The LASIK.
Almost a year.
Yeah.
Okay, so going into it, so like you were at the shop, right? So you were walking in and you had made this plan. You'd set the appointment. You'd gone in for a consultation, I assume.
I got a consultation from my eye doctor,
Okay.
and then she was like, "You are a perfect candidate for this." And she always
You
tells
fucked
people,
up. Let's get you in here.
Yeah.
Let's
yeah,
help you
right.
out.
Well,
Yeah.
the funny thing is, she actually has a story about a patient of hers that was a Mormon missionary,
Oh,
and
shit.
at 18, he and his family were like,
Thought he saw Jesus.
Get-
You need eye
they were like,
surgery.
get him
Motherfucker, that's your
LASIK.
grandma.
Sorry.
Sorry.
They were like, get him LASIK like ASAP because he's about to go on his mission and he doesn't want to like be wearing contacts or glasses and being worried about
Yeah,
that
I have to.
while he's on his mission.
Sure.
And my doctor was like, no, like this is gonna like his eyes are gonna change
Yeah.
and he's gonna be back for a touch up and like he can only do so many touch ups.
3.
I think it's like 3 or like 2 or something.
2 or 3, I
like
think.
not a lot.
Yeah.
And because this should be good for 20 years
Mhm.
more or less.
Oh, tight.
Yeah.
But then you got to go back and get it done? Or you
So-
think that's it?
Well, I'm sure by 20 years we'll have the technology for some
Oh,
a
for
lot
real.
of guys.
I
and
Hey,
hope
bro,
so. Yeah.
do you
so
think?
some,
Have you
like,
heard about any of that?
Cyclops eyes or like
Yeah.
Terminator
Just get
eyes and
one
shit?
big
well,
one.
stem cell research
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
I'm sure you could fucking just inject your eyeballs or something, or just even in your arm normally,
Steroid eyes.
and it fucking and then you just perfect vision constantly. Dude, we're about to
Always.
turn into robots.
I'm okay with that.
That'd be
Fine.
sick.
I'm all right with that.
Robot
$1
dick.
million man. We have the technology.
Except I got eyes. I can't afford the rest. All right.
Shit.
All I got was these.
But it's okay.
Missing 6 fingers. and
Yeah.
2 toes.
It's all good. It's all good.
Anyway,
As I make a payment, I get a new one.
yeah, so you went and got your consultation, right? And then you go in and let's say
What they also tell you, so you meet with like 5 different people, like at the place, like the day that you have your appointment. Like you have like meetings with like 5 other people before you get your eyes done.
Jesus.
Fuck.
They like walk you, like you read up about it beforehand, but like they are there with you, like making sure that you know everything that's gonna happen.
Right.
And one of the people told me that like you are going to smell something.
Oh.
That
Cub.
that is your cornea.
Oh,
Being
burn.
burned.
Oh.
Metal.
Don't worry,
Dun, dun,
that's
dun.
supposed to happen.
Oh.
It's like
That makes you
okay.
comfortable, huh?
What does that smell like?
It smelled like burnt hair.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it smelled
That's-
like a
ooh.
burning. Yeah, but you know, one of the joys of Valium is that
don't
you
care.
kind of don't give a shit.
You're cool with everything.
Well, because they told me, I was like, okay, I smell this. It's supposed to happen. I'm not gonna freak out.
What if they're just like zapping off your eyebrows?
That would be really fucking funny, actually. If
Hey,
you
bro,
like wake up,
Your machine missed my eyes.
you only have one eyebrow. Like you can see fine, but like they just like fucked with you.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Hey, what the
Just
fuck,
shave
man?
it. Yeah, it's burning. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
It's like here we took care of your unibrow.
Yeah. Come out like a nice fucking like.
We're gonna charge
all
you an
trimmed
extra
up.
like $5,000
Yeah.
for that.
Oh man,
You just
fuck.
take it just straight up.
Yeah.
Oh god. Yeah, it was a little strenuous, like the process of it, because like the doctor would tell you to look up, and then like I automatically looked like up,
Yeah.
but he's like no, look,
Just look
up.
straight ahead, basically.
Look, yeah.
What he should have said. 'Cause I
yeah.
assume you were laying down.
I was definitely laying down.
Yeah.
Like completely flat, but the whole like the thing is though, like I was in and out of that room in 20 minutes.
Holy shit.
It was fast.
Really?
Yeah, I went to Hoops down
So-
at Draper.
Hold on.
Yeah.
So when you got it done, can you see immediately, or how does this work?
Yeah, so you're awake.
It was cloudy at first. I think because of like the
First
solutions for the first. I'm trying to think of. No, I could see later that day. Everything was just. I was super fucking light sensitive.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
You have to wear
shit.
those.
Because they were like, you need to sleep all day, and like they gave me like the old man like money like the slot glasses.
Hell yeah.
They're like the plastic ones that they just fucking.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was dope.
You pay all that money and you get fucking plastic glasses.
Hey man.
No. It's
Hey,
like
give me
the
some
film kind.
Ray-Bans.
And you have to like they like wrap around your
You
head.
got
They, like,
5% on
roll
your
up.
eyes and
Yeah,
shit.
they're
Yeah.
fucking like bracelets that you
Is
get
it
back
like-
in
Yeah,
elementary.
exactly.
Is it like 5%? Just pow. You get it, man.
5% tint.
Yeah.
Fucking limo
basic.
tint.
Yeah, I got little eyes,
Bro,
bro.
it's cool, but like,
Fuck.
I need some felt covered glasses right now.
Yeah,
These-
boy.
This shit's bleeding in my face,
Give
man.
me some fucking Gucci's and some
Oh,
shit.
you know those glasses
Bulgari.
that like avalanche climbers use that like go around so you don't have peripheral vision?
Yes.
You know, like those full on. That's what you needed.
Yeah, man.
Anyway, so
So they gave me these like 1 cent fucking roll up glasses, and I wore those for a bit. And also, before you go to bed, you have to put on like these kind of like suction cup things with like, and they were perforated, so you could
Tight.
get air through there. So they were their own individual. Like, imagine if you took like the support out of like a bra.
Right.
It was like that size.
Oh, sick.
And
you got,
like,
you got
Ew.
8 cups on your face, bro.
well, okay, like B cup, like
Oh,
not
tight.
yeah. So
Even
like
better, man.
they weren't like huge, but like they weren't bad either.
I was just seeing your titties the whole time.
Yeah. So
Well, and so they give you like medical tape, so you have to
Yeah.
like tape them like onto your head.
You got a selfie?
I never took a selfie.
fuck, man.
Are you serious?
I'm not serious. I might have taken a selfie.
Why are you lying? You definitely took one.
It was on my old phone. I have to go back and look now.
This guy.
Shit.
Sorry, get to-
That should be the thumbnail for this episode.
Right,
We
just
could
like,
totally
ah.
do it
If
you had it.
I'm going back tonight,
Yeah.
then I
there you
will
go.
find it.
I'll put it in black and white, make it look real classy, and then we'll put it.
Yeah. Just me going like,
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
I don't know if I have it.
It's fine. I bet you do.
Why would I not though?
Yeah, I got pictures of me naked in the shower, looking at my butt. I'm sure you have a picture of you with her.
So, and you have to wear that for like a week, like every night before bed.
Damn. Oh, okay.
So when was like the first day that you remembered that you could see?
Oh, I remember that whole day.
Oh, damn,
Right.
Dad. You ugly as fuck.
You've always been this ugly.
Damn. Yeah.
But I remember like the first day that I could actually see like without like having to sleep, which was like the day after.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Oh, that's fast.
everything was super fucking crystal clear.
Damn.
Better or worse than your glasses?
Better, way better.
Oh,
Really?
wow.
Yeah.
That's tight.
So how do they dial it in though?
What do you
Right.
mean?
Well, obviously, like everyone's eye prescription's different. Like everyone's worse at seeing.
I guess
something.
there is an acceptable amount of like cornea to have.
Oh, they just measure by
guess.
size or
I
something.
think so. I don't know.
Are they just
I think
burning
so.
layers? Are they burning all the
Mhm.
bad shit to your good
They're
stuff?
burning off excess shit.
Whoa,
That's
like-
fucking metal.
It's not. It's
like
not like it's like
glaucoma.
bad stuff for you that they're removing. It's just like shit that you have
That
they're-
makes you blind.
that makes you blind. They're just taking that off.
That's like, let's shave some of this shit.
Yeah.
You heard about
Yeah.
CRISPR?
Damn.
No.
What's CRISPR?
What?
CRISPR's genetically modifying your children before they're born.
Oh, that's sick. How do I get this? Is this a pill?
Have you guys not heard about this?
No.
Oh.
Why am I the? I'm gonna be terrible educating you guys about
Before
this.
you get into that, though, let's take a piss break.
Oh, you want to piss?
I gotta piss hard.
Okay.
And true.
So while we piss, please follow us on Instagrams at Snail Trail Podcast. Find us on YouTube at Snail Trail Podcast. Follow Gavin at
Oh shit, which one? I mean, like my
Oh my
personal
God.
one.
You fucking it up. Let's do both of them.
That's enough. No,
3
sorry.
of them, 6 of them. Go.
Okay, my personal one, if you want to like see behind the scenes of my life, is called Gavin's Poor Brain.
Okay.
There you
And-
go. That's good.
Yeah, and I'll explain why on the break. And then my photo one is gp.media.
Okay.
Tight. And
Simple,
then Pornhub, Big Dick Jew. You go to that. Yeah.
Salami shalami.
Bamity bam.
That was
Yeah, I'll do a similar thing where like I'll get it cut super short and then I'll grow it out for 5 months.
You don't have someone you go to?
I go to Great Clips.
Oh no.
Yeah. Well, I get it cut like in a fucking Frohawk or whatever. It's
I
like the
get
same
ya.
shit. They have it on file. Be like, I want that shit.
On file.
Oh, it's on file. They're
I want the generic white boy number 2. My man.
I want the white picket fence.
Yeah.
Fucking pay my taxes on time.
Yeah. There you
That
go.
one.
That guy.
That one. Yes.
They have a picture of it for me in the book.
Yeah.
All right.
Fuck, that's
All right.
funny.
That's
I
how.
love
Well,
it.
that's what. So that's my
Well.
problem is that like that's what I used to do, and so I just grow my hair out and
Yeah.
do whatever. Like I didn't care who I went to. Like I just. Anyways, we talked about this last episode, but like eventually, like, Gavin, I want you to find a good barber.
Okay, so I had a guy.
Okay.
Do you know Zach Turnage?
No.
He's in Utah Association of Euros.
okay.
He's owned like everything. Actually, we had him on our podcast a couple days ago.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And
Cuts
he
hair too.
what?
He cuts hair too.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
So he cuts hair. Well, he got out of the game.
The cutting game.
Got out of the game, man. Well, he's starting a lifestyle brand and like clothing and like
Oh, sweet.
like shampoo and like beard oil and shit. It's called V12 Lifestyle.
Okay.
Huge
Nice plug.
He
You're welcome.
right. Well,
Yeah.
okay. So he had a
10%
place
off.
called it was you know Lux Auto Spa.
Yeah.
So he had his shop in Lux Auto Spa,
Okay.
like in the building.
selling a shampoo.
Well, cutting hair. So I would
Off
get
to the left when you enter.
not the old,
right.
not the old one, not the
Okay.
old. Have you been there to their new one, like their 33rd and like next to Crown?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you would walk in and be off to the right,
Okay, so like where all
Like
the
in the
TV's
corner.
at and like the
right next to the TV and the couches and shit.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And so I get my hair cut and look at like Alexis LFA while I was doing it,
yeah, that's cool.
and
That's
like
a good partnership, right?
yeah, and like
a cool partnership.
yeah. So he got out of that and he's doing like lifestyle shit.
You get a barber to come in your shop and fuck shit up while
That's
you're
pretty
fucking
tight.
tinting and wrapping and everything.
Oh, you can't do that.
You guys should
way.
get on that.
You can't really.
That's what happened to Lux. That's what he's saying.
Oh,
Lux
really?
Auto Spa does what we do.
Oh, that nice
Yeah,
shop
they,
you
they
showed me?
do
They have a really nice
detailing.
shop.
They do like paint protection,
Yeah, I've seen
wrapping.
that.
Big though. They have a nice.
They have a
shop.
barber come in and fuck it up.
I mean,
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
they
tight.
just
Damn
had
it,
a
Darren.
918.
goddamn company car there.
I mean, they just did a 918 like the other day.
Yeah.
Like they have $1 million cars coming in.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's too
I
much.
couldn't handle that.
Yeah, so I'm glad that they're there. This is how I think of things, right? So like, we do the exact same they do.
Yeah.
We do the exact same thing Envision does, right?
Just on a lower scale.
Lux, Envision,
Everyone
some
has
Auto
a
Lab.
different, right? They have a different level. They have
Tier.
a different bar,
Yeah.
Right.
and they have a different clientele than us.
Yes, and they also store cars now at Lux. They're
Really?
starting. Yeah, they're
Shit.
starting. They're doing
Storing?
storage. Yeah.
Hmm.
They like have them like under plastic and shit. My buddy.
They
My,
charge a fuck ton, huh?
yeah, and my
Fuck, this
buddy
guy's like
has
a
his
different type of money.
993 turbo there.
Stored there.
Yeah.
That's cool. Of course, why not?
Why
Do
not?
they have to go through like an application? I bet.
I don't know. I don't think so.
I couldn't just take my Honda Accord in. You know what I mean?
I mean, they have a very eclectic mix in there.
But base models is fuck. I don't think they have. Tell me they have a Ford Taurus 2003 sitting in there. Bet they don't.
I know they don't.
They have a higher bar, okay?
Yeah,
You
they have
can't
a
just be
higher
like,
caliber.
Hey man, I'm going on fucking.
Well, what would be hilarious if
I'm
they
on
had like a
tour.
91 Taurus show, like the old school ones,
I
with
saw
like
one of
the
those in-
manual.
I saw it in the ATM. I was going through the ATM.
No shit.
There's a red show, and I was like,
The old one, like
yeah. Like it looks
RoboCop.
like nothing.
yeah.
Yeah, and you're like, looks just like a Taurus.
But then you see the back bumper where it's like SHO, and you're
Yeah.
like, oh
Yeah,
yes.
that's a gem. It's a fast car. It's an old
Boom, boom.
fast. It's like it's
It's what we
it's
call
stupid.
we call them sleepers.
Yeah.
they don't
Oh,
look like
okay.
they're
There you
fast,
go.
but like they'll
I'll
haul.
fuck you up.
You just see it and you're
They'll
like,
fuck you up
that
at a
looks
light.
stupid.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh wow, that's pretty quick. So I just don't think. I don't
How do you
know.
think? How hard to be? You think it's hard to get a job there?
At Lux?
Yeah.
Well, I interviewed there.
Did you?
Yeah.
How'd that go?
Good. Although I told them I had a different job on the table, and they got upset.
You fucked up.
I want to do
And
video
then now
stuff
I'm
for
here.
those guys. I think that'd be fun.
A video for them?
Yeah, like be their video guy.
Do it. Do it.
I've talked with Cougar.
They have
and-
great client. Well, it's just like they have great clientele.
Yeah.
And it's like, I couldn't tell you to come do it for us because we deal with straight dealerships.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
we don't get like fun stuff. Like, they
You're
get
not
a
dealing with private owners either. You're dealing
No,
with
exactly, which is
dealers.
nice.
whole different prospect of things.
Yeah.
I'd rather not deal retail.
Oh man.
Yeah,
There's a lot of horror stories. Anyways,
sure.
so it's cool that, but yeah, I totally do a video for these guys.
Yeah. It's funny because I keep on like finding out like, oh hey, like so and so's car is here, and like I know that guy, and like I know like a bunch of people that work there too.
Yeah.
My friend Zoe like works the front desk. My buddy Gabe also like does rapping and like tent and shit there.
He's the one who interviewed.
Yeah. Oh, did he?
He's a good guy.
Yeah. I know him from Utah State actually. Funny
Really?
enough. Yeah.
So you went to college?
Kind of.
Man, you smart, huh?
Hey man, you smart.
I was at college.
Oh, tight.
you
I was there. I didn't go, but you
I
know.
arrived.
I took up space.
What'd
Nice.
you do? What were you there for?
I
Originally.
went to Utah State to get generals done.
Okay.
And I wanted to like try to do video things.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did you do media?
Yeah, I did a semester of video production, which was it's funny because it was all the same shit I was learning my senior year of high school. So I was like, why the fuck am I even here?
It was a waste of your time.
Yeah,
So-
it was a waste of my time. And then, like I got super like freshmanitis, senioritis, like,
Right.
the first
That's
semester. And then I fell in love with this girl. And then like early on in the second semester, like we broke up and it was like super nasty. And like I got super depressed.
Damn.
Ooh.
Yeah. And I was just like,
You went-
I'm not going to school. Fuck that.
You a spiteful breakup?
Okay. So if you're not LDS
Okay.
and
Right.
if you get with someone who is LDS,
Uh-oh.
there are complications with that procedure.
Hey man, whole lot of them.
Oh fuck. Tell me about it. That's all I did. Hey yo, no, shut up. Fucked them all up.
Yeah, so there were things of like she wanted like the first. It was funny. So like the
We
first
wanted-
month into it, we
Yeah.
were watching The Notebook.
Right.
Her
Classic.
idea,
Great movie.
Yeah.
her idea,
Cried
not
every
mine.
time.
I'd actually never seen it before, so I
White
was
mama
like,
girls love that show.
They love.
Yeah.
They
that.
love that show. Huh?
Ryan Gosling.
halfway through the movie, she starts like crying,
Jesus.
Yeah.
and
That's
I was
what
like,
happens.
all right.
You should have
what's-
saw that one coming.
I should have.
Seen it. Yeah.
I'd never seen it, but I knew like there's a stigma behind the film.
rom-com.
Yeah, exactly. So, well, minus the com.
Yeah, exactly.
Just a chick flick, basically.
Rom draw. Rom
Yes.
drom.
Raw dog.
Rom drom. I like rom drom.
Raw dog.
Raw dog.
Yeah.
Same one.
Yeah.
Same.
Different. Same shit, different toilet.
Okay.
but still same.
Yep.
So yeah, like halfway through she starts crying. I'm like, what's wrong? And then she's like, I think we have an expiration date.
Oh my.
I'm like, wow,
Fuck.
pump the fucking brakes.
Yeah, you,
Shit.
you didn't see that one.
I never got hit with an expiration date.
Damn.
Damn.
Yeah.
You like a milk carton.
Fuck. God. Let's go rotten. Gotta get out, man.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And so like I suffered through like 2.5 more months of that shit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn.
So all that so she says, "What the fuck did you? How do you respond to that?" Sorry to be so vulgar, but
I'm
that's
not.
just
I'm
like
not
a-
here for a long time. I'm here for a good time. I don't know.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I said I just was like I just wanted to, I want to make this work as long as we can.
Right.
And
then
she's like, okay.
mm,
I mean, we went for like another 2.5 months, and then she was like against the whole like. Well, so I smoked hella cigarettes at the time, so she didn't like that.
not
She was not about sex before marriage,
yeah, of course.
naturally, and then like she was also like super hella against like underage drinking.
So
Yeah,
y'all
type-
do.
I was like 18 at a state school, like,
Yeah, you were
and I
ready to
had like I
party.
was living with dudes that were like in Sigma Chi and like Pi Kappa.
So y'all do
whatever.
anal then?
Huh?
Anal?
No.
Oh man.
No.
God damn it.
No, dude, I got fucked in like not the good way
Oh fuck.
in that relationship.
Speaking of anal, I got. Just kidding.
Oh, that was good. Oh,
yeah.
shit.
So yeah. It's funny. Like I looked back at like that time, like kind of with like rose tinted glasses. Like
Right.
it was a interesting time.
You experienced.
Grew a lot,
Yeah.
There you go.
and then I made the mistake of going back to Utah State.
Right.
Not because of like any like former
Why?
drama, but just I fell on bad habits
Mm-hmm.
and like just didn't go to school. Actually, so it's interesting though because I did that, I got yanked out October 2012, my sophomore year, and then I went back to my parents and like lived there, and they were like, "You're gonna go to community college. You're gonna like earn credits back so you can actually go to like the U or like an actual like big boy school."
Yeah.
And so, started Slick in January of 2013. Didn't know at the time they have a fucking killer video program and like media department. Yeah, the South City campus is like better than the U, way better than Utah State. It's like
People who actually want to focus on it.
yeah, exactly. And they had just inherited like a $14 million grant or something.
Shit.
Yeah, so like brand new gear. They the next semester after that they like tore down the like one of the wings and like added a whole other, like 2 sound stages and like hella gear and like just all this awesome shit and like good like awesome professors. And so I came in at the right time.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, and funny enough, that is when I met Todd Deacon of Everyday Driver.
Oh, okay. At school?
Well, I was on a lunch break, right?
Okay.
So I've been a fan of these guys since like 09.
You're just chilling at
So what are
And-
these guys?
What?
What are these guys?
Everyday Driver. They do car reviews.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and so at that time I was under the impression that they were still LA based, and I was just chilling on a lunch break between classes at Habit Burger.
Bam.
Just like, and I was like, I'd finished my meal, about to leave, you know, because we were done, and then I see this guy walk by. I'm like, I know that guy. Where do I know him? I know him from YouTube. Okay, where Everyday? Okay, yeah, he's totally from Everyday Driver. Okay, what's his name? And so like I whip out my phone and I go on like their website. I'm like, yes, Todd. Okay, cool. So, do I say anything to him?
Right.
Because I'd never met
Are you
anyone from
starstruck
the
at this point?
Yeah, and like I'd never met anyone from the internet before.
Right.
And so, funny enough, if I'm sitting here, he was sitting one table over and back from me.
Okay.
So like, what are the chances of this? Okay, so I'm like, all right, I have to say something. Like, we're both into cars, video production. He's in Utah for some reason.
Yeah.
Like, I should probably talk to him. And so I put on my sunglasses. I get my jacket on, like my black leather
Hey,
jacket.
man. I'm a big fan.
I felt really cool, and like I get up and like he's like with his wife and his son, like eating lunch.
Okay.
Oh, gotcha.
And so I was like, I get up, I'm like, excuse me, Todd.
Can I suck your dick?
What? I was like, Todd. He's like,
Super nervous.
he's like, yes. And he's still like 6'4", and he was still like looking up. He's like,
Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
And I was like, I just wanted you to know that I have been a fan of Everyday Driver since like 2010, and like you guys over the past few years have super like upped your video quality because they had just moved to like proper DSLR cameras and like sliders and like
Nice.
proper gear. And I was like, I just want you to know I'm a big fan. Been a fan for a while. I just wanted to say, you know, keep up the good work. And I can see that you're eating lunch with your wife and your son, but I am curious, what brings you to Utah? And he's like, oh, I live in Park City. What?
I'm in a car seat. We got best friends.
How
Yup.
how have we never crossed paths before?
Yeah.
I didn't say that, but I'm like, oh, really? That's crazy. I've lived in Park City for 20 years. That's awesome. And he told me to go watch like their most latest like upload or whatever,
Sure.
which was like FRS S2000 and RX8, I think. That 3-way compare. They were driving along PCH and did a review along there. And so I comment on there, and I was like, hey, Todd, it was great seeing you in Salt Lake. Keep up the great work as always. And I was the first person to meet him in person
Really?
ever.
Oh, that's cool.
So he must have taken a liking to that. And because YouTube showed my full name,
Yeah.
he copied that, pasted it into Facebook, and types me this fucking novel of a message. And just says like, hey, it was like super great meeting you, and I felt like our conversation was a bit cut off. Do you want to get lunch sometime?
Yep.
Damn.
Yes.
Those are things you say yes to.
Yes. And it's funny because I was like sitting in like my childhood bedroom, coming back from failed Utah State, working my way back through Slick. This is like halfway through the semester at Slick, and I was like, this is absolutely insane. Like how this is the thing I need right now. This is exactly what I need right now. So we got lunch, and then he pitched this idea to me of their first movie that they made, that they were wanting to make. It was called 50 Years of Porsche 911.
Sick.
So the car that got me into cars,
Right.
with my heroes
Right.
using
Jesus.
awesome film gear, and we shot like 10-hour days for 6 days in a row.
With you in Utah.
Yeah, like going to like all these like crazy roads. You know, like that's the first time I'd been up East Canyon, properly. The first time I'd like driven up Guardsman's,
Yeah.
and like Big Cottonwood Canyon, and like all that shit.
That's so cool.
Fuck,
And so
man.
that's what got me into filming cars.
Bam.
I'd never filmed a car before then.
He does stuff that he like sits in the back of the wagon.
Yeah.
He like pops open the hatch and he has like
Oh
a
yeah,
tripod set up. He's like,
Oh shit, we gotta check that out.
yeah, it's a good
Fuck
time.
yeah.
It's a good time.
It's a lot of good stuff that he does.
On that note, that's a good way to wrap it up.
You want to wrap it up?
I think it's getting late.
We could do
Don't
it.
y'all
Sure.
get late?
Fuck it.
Yeah, it probably is. It's past my bedtime.
Fuck.
We do late stuff. Why do we do so much late stuff?
I don't know, man. Because we do work stuff,
That's
need
true.
stuff.
Gotta work.
Slick
Get
stuff.
that grind.
Yeah,
Did you have a good day?
I did have a good day.
That's good.
Yeah. How's your day?
Good. Tits.
Busy.
Busy.
Yeah, I'd say busy.
Okay.
Busy.
Friday.
That's better than not busy though.
True.
Right?
True.
I think in all honesty, yeah.
I guess there's a statute of limitations to either
Right, because you have
one.
those four walls, and those four walls hold you in. But if you can get around them,
Damn metaphors.
Damn.
God damn! All right.
Fire.
Well, thanks for joining us, Gavin.
Thanks for having me.
It was tight.
Been a pleasure.
This is sick.
Tight butthole.
I like tight buttholes, and I like your butthole. It's
Yeah.
tight.
Oh, thanks, man.
Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for no, seriously.
It was cool.
I'd sleep on your chest if I could.
Oh, it was
Aw,
so sweet.
tenders.
I know. I know.
Well, you know, if you want me, if I did okay,
Mhm.
if you want me again, let me know.
We're gonna
Oh, we're about to get you up next time for
Oh
sure.
shit.
We're about to do it.
Word.
We gonna do it, man.
Yeah. Hey, man. Hey, with all black edition, man.
Oh, shit.
Shit.
We do an urban snail trail.
You think how long that will last? Some of them like,
One episode.
oh, fuck.
Like, get
all
off
right,
this.
guys. We love you. Thanks for tuning in.
Follow us everywhere. Follow Gavin, GP Media, Gavin's Poor
Yeet.
Brain,
Yeet.
Everyday Driver, Cam Auto Mag,
Jesus
Camcast.
Christ.
Yeah, Camcast is the podcast.
Casting Couch. Check that one out.
Go buy shit from my work. Go buy shit from Integrated Engineering.
Oh yeah, do
if
that.
you have a Volkswagen, Audi, we're currently working on. We actually just got a lot of B8 S4 shit happening,
Yeah,
and
because
like
of
Mark 7
people.
Golf R shit.
See, so you're buying new cars. Y'all want to go fast parts?
If you want to go fast as fuck, if you own a Volkswagen or Audi,
Don't get speeding tickets.
yeah, buy a radar detector.
There you go.
Buy radar.
Yeah, get that radar detector his dad had in his Porsche.
Yeah.
Yes.
Porsche.
It's a
Porsche.
Porsche. It's a Porsche.
Nails on chalk card.
Hey, bro, Porsche.
Chalkboard.
Okay, we love you.
Bye, guys. We love you.